Hello, Atle. Thanks for joining us today. And so we're going to start with the first question, which is basically asking you to tell us about where you are right now.
Well, just now I'm in this boat metaphor. I'm in the end of the Oslo fjord. In Oslo, the capital of Norway, at the Oslo Metropolitan University, in my office, at the Institute Consumption Research Norway. Also, the abbreviation is CIFO. So I'm usually here at my office if I'm not at meetings and fieldwork and these kind of things. But now I'm here at the office today. It's sunny. It's been a storm this weekend, so the insurance company has a very busy time
now. I see. And so what do you do?
Well, right now it's I've been working on a lot of applications lately. There's deadlines on the Horizon program, and yeah, it's been 3 or 4 applications now. I don't do much teaching, so it's the usual research stuff. Write or compose applications, do the research, and write papers and articles, and attending conferences. So, but the next, I'm planning for, we have this consortium meeting in this EU project next week in Poland, in Gdansk, so I'm preparing for this now.
All right. So then up to you, Hanna.
Yeah, so we wonder where you encountered practice theory for the first time.
Yeah, I tried to think at a specific point when I when I met practice theory, but I'm not quite sure. Probably it was Pierre Bourdieu on the undergraduate level in the late 1990s, I suppose. So yeah, I don't remember exactly.
And what made you fall in love with Pierre? Or practice the other kinds of practice theories later?
I don't know if I fell in love with Pierre, but well, I don't think I had. I was not specifically aware of practice theory for a long time. After we had, of course, we had a lot of read a lot about the work of Pierre Bourdieu in at different levels. But I didn't get very much aware of this. Maybe 10, 15 years ago was the first time after I did my own PhD, and I saw that a lot of people within the sociology of consumption were using practice theory in several different ways. And then I saw that I could understand my own work, my own PhD work, in a different way, through the practice theory lens. So that was this was quite interesting for me.
And what ideas are you working with now?
I think I will try. We had a paper at the Plate conference earlier this year, together with 2 colleagues, Nina and Kirsi here at CIFO. We had a paper on the use of disposable gloves. I've been working with this for some time, so maybe we will develop this into a paper that we will submit to a journal. And also in the more practice theory, I'm working with Mari Niva in Finland, in Helsinki, to try to develop a paper where it's an inspiration from my PhD work with trying to develop the conceptual tools to understand the socio-cultural material change, and also the aspect of power in social practice theory. I also think it's interesting to see if the understanding of power might not just use concepts from out the social practice theory world, but maybe try to develop them from the ground. So This is not very easy, but we are. It's nice work. And recently, last week, we got funded a project here at SIFO on the food preparedness. So we have a PhD in this project that will be working the next 3-4 years. And that is also on social practice theory and socio-cultural material change. So I'm looking very much forward to see to get this PhD now at SIFO.
Hanna, is that you?
I think that's me. I hand over to the
I think so.
anthropologist.
Yeah. So you can tell from the hat that I'm an old lady anthropologist and interested in, I'm not actually, but interested in tribes. And I'm going to ask you about them in a minute. But first, I'd like to go in a bit more detail into Bourdieu. So you mentioned Bourdieu several times as the source, how you met practice theory. But what is Bourdieu bringing to your work, or are other authors bringing to your work now? So you talk about practice theory and the practice theory lens, but there's lots of different kinds. So are you still working with Bourdieu?
I've never worked very specifically with Bourdieu.
Okay.
Usually I use theory and analytical tools in a more eclectic way.
Okay, yeah.
So it's more being inspired. Usually I'm trying to work more grounded, so it's more inductive. So maybe do the field work first, and then try to find inspirations from different kinds of theoretical perspectives. So it's the combination, and of course the development of topologies and these kind of things. So I take inspirations from several theoretical sources.
Okay. So that's fine. Okay, well, I'll go back to being an anthropologist now. So because I'm an anthropologist, I'm interested in tribes and groups, and as we go out on the boat, it's good to learn. So do you feel part of a little tribe or a gang there? I mean, you're part of SIFO. Is that your community?
I mean, at SIFO, at least now, several of the PhD students, most of them have submitted their thesis now.
Yeah.
Before or during the summer, or now just after the summer holidays. And several of them have used practice theory in their work. So I mean, it's an ongoing discussion here at SIFO. Yeah. Of course.
But do you feel part of a practice? Is there a subgroup at SIFO that works with practice theory, or is it international? Or who do you belong to?
Well, I'm not sure if I belong to a specific group. Of course, I belong to SIFO in a way.
Yeah.
But now, of course, being contacted by you, it makes this bond stronger. So it was interesting to have a look at the map and see how it's spread out. Of course, there was a lot of researchers not indicated on the map. I could see that, but
yes, yeah. Great.
But it's a very good initiative, I think.
That's good that you've had a look at the map. We'll come on to that in a minute, but it's been, it's great to be visiting Oslo. Have you got a souvenir or something that you could give us so that we'll remember this trip forevermore?
Yeah, I have sent you a picture of from my last fieldwork. I'm doing research now. The last years I've been quite much interested in what is going on in the Arctic. So I've been doing fieldworks in the northern part of Norway and also at Svalbard.
Yeah.
The island, the anthropologists know about this place.
I know, yeah.
So I mean, this the picture I sent, and I remembered after I sent it that it's a boat. And it's a boat from a museum in Lofoten. It's an archipelago above the Arctic Circle. And I think it's very interesting from a material point of view. It's a combination of textiles, wood, glass, metal, new and old materials. And this was it was a beautiful place and a beautiful
Yeah.
day. So
Yeah.
and now I'm trying to develop a thought of a project that is looking at the intersection of food and wood, how these materials are developed, a kind of co-evolution
Yeah.
between different
Yeah.
materials. So this is, and
Yeah.
maybe I will use practice theory to think more about this.
Well, if you email me the picture, that would be great. But I also like the idea. I think we already have a boat on the boat, but the boat of practice theory, that is. But would this work as a lifeboat? Imagine that we hit some rocks, or our captain drove us
It could
into
absolutely be a lifeboat. I'm sure it's been a lifeboat
Okay, that's
because it's the traditional
yeah.
fishing in the northern part of Norway,
Yeah,
fishing
yeah.
the cod and making the stockfish. So it's probably
Excellent.
it's a lifeboat in different
Yeah.
ways of
Now,
understanding.
so finally, so you looked at the map, and as you know, we're on a boat and we can travel. We're on a kind of magic boat, so it can go over land as well. But is there anybody on the map that you'd really like us to talk with or meet?
Yeah, actually, since I've been dealing a lot with the Arctics the latest years. So I was looking who is placed or based most north on the map.
Okay.
And then I saw that it's his name, Mikael Kosmynin at Nord University in Bodø, Norway.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I
You
never
don't know
heard
him,
about,
but he's in the
not heard
north.
about him before, but it would be very interesting to get this very northern perspective on
Great.
practice theory.
Okay, I like the idea of taking the boat really north. That's excellent. Well, I think that's brought our little port call to a close.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Thanks
you.
for joining us.
Thank you.
Mhm.